Okay, we're going to go a little bit under the hood with some of these ConnectSMART gadgets and look in kind of the back end at what we can do with some of them regarding the data that they're pulling. So again, let's use the Hours by Tech gadget in the ConnectSMART for ConnectWise directory, and we want to double click that one. Now, with each gadget, there's two ways to view what gadget data is being pulled. First, by playing the gadget and then doing a right click and hit Edit Parameters. This will show you the back-end settings, typically what's default. Any changes you make here, they're actually going to be temporary. So for example, I wanted to look at a member, B. Edwards. And we're going to put that in single quotes, and someone else, B. Calamia. That's only going to pull in those engineers that we typed in. However, those the settings are not permanent to that gadget. The way to make them permanent is to go up into Data and hit Edit Parameters. This is more the advanced parameter screen, the back end settings for this particular gadget. So in this case, if we put in B. Edwards and B. Calamia, that would be permanent, and we could save out this gadget. We can call it Hours by Tech 2, and when we run that from the desktop, those are going to be the only ones visible. So that was a permanent change made for that gadget. So you want to notice that there's temporary changes when you're actually in the preview mode, and permanent changes made from the edit parameters at the top. So it's best practice to make your changes from this menu. But going on from there, I'm going to go into Edit Parameters, and I want to show you something. When this is blank, this will bring in everyone assigned. You can do manual entry like I just showed you, or you can put in what we call ConfigKey values. I know that sounds strange, but on the ConnectSMART server, there's a config utility where you can put in predefined values. So say, for example, we have a long list of engineers that we don't want to type out every time we're making a gadget. So we want to put in a function called team engineering. There's one there already, team engineering. And how this works, you want to use the syntax config key, and then what that was called, in this case, team_eng, that part in parentheses. So whatever here is on the left is in parentheses. So what that'll do, that will bring in the specific engineers that have been listed to the right. So it's just a quick way to save some typing and to bring in, say, a subset of engineers. So that's a good way for advanced users to quickly, if you had a list of boards or agreement types that you commonly refer to or are reporting against, that's a quick way to do it, is set up a config key for them and put them in. Typically, the four you want to set up, location is a good one. This is going to be found in the My Company screen under where is that? Let's see. I think it's Other. Setup. And My Company. And then you want to go to the Structure tab, and you'll see anything that's with a little icon here is going to be a valid location that you can report off of. So you see there I'm doing Hollywood, and you can do multiple locations if you wish. So that's location. The next one is going to be MSP_agreement, which is an agreement type. And you can find this up here if you go in your agreements search page, and you can scroll down and see the agreement type. When you plug that in, it's going to pull in the agreement types just for that. So in this case, I'm looking at our ConnectCare virtual hosted office. Lastly, we have MSP_board. So that's basically just a list of boards that you commonly refer to. So, and that would be on the service board page. And you can look at different business units and specify the boards you want. So we could do administration, purchasing, and you type in if you wanted to look at a couple of them. You just separate them by commas. And you'd hit apply and OK to apply those changes. So whenever you're in a gadget and you see a config key and then a value, that's what it's referring to. In this case, it's looking at the team engineering field. So that's two ways to enter data in the back end. You can use config keys, which is a little bit more advanced, or my preference, you can just type in manually values or leave it blank. But manually typing them in guarantees you know exactly what's there. And if you do it in this data edit parameter screen, the changes are going to be permanent.